Mhm. And at that point, do you feel like, what do you want to do at that point? Do you feel like you want to run somewhere? Do you feel like you want to escape? What do you feel at that moment then when all of this is happening and you're shaking, you have this blank thought, you feel like, oh, I'm anxious. What does that feel like at that point for you? What do you feel like you want to do?
If in the party, I would say I want to escape. I want to run
Mhm.
away. I don't want to stay there. Because
Mhm.
I feel awkward. I don't know what to say. I'm start to ponder why I'm here meeting people, right?
Mhm.
So I
Mhm.
that's the way I want to run away.
Mhm.
But for those occasions, I have to deliver a speech or I have to
Mhm.
talk to someone. Um,
What did you
I
do
would
in that
feel stuck.
situation? Mhm.
Yeah, I feel stuck.
Mhm.
What should I do? I try to, breathe deeply and, hopefully that could regulate my anxiety. Um,
Mhm.
yeah,
Did when the last time when you had that situation where you described your mind going blank, were you able to breathe in that situation and
I
calm
think,
yourself?
yeah. Um, it helps a little bit, like or more. So when I breathe deeply and it helped me uh, in that time, like calm down. It's just like
Mhm.
calming or soothing message for me. Like when I
Mhm.
uh, do the deep breathe um, strategy, I feel like, oh, I'm telling myself calm down and uh, yeah, don't feel anxious or
Mhm.
yeah, something like that. That could
Mhm.
also help me like really calm down and I can do
Mhm.
what I want to do. So that's
Mhm.
that was actually last time was a positive experience for me, but not before.
Mhm.
I'm still
Mhm.
learning. Like last incident when I felt very nervous, that's what I told myself.
Mhm. It's that's very insightful. I want to compliment you on that. It sounds like you were able to manage the situation in a way where you were able to calm yourself and actually gain agency within that situation. That's good. Um, when that happened for you, when you were able to calm yourself, what did that feel like?
I didn't think too much. I was just thinking, oh, okay, now I'm able to deliver the speech. That's
Mm-hmm.
all came to my mind at that moment. When I reflected on that experience, I would say, okay, um, I kind of know what should I do as that like in that situation. Um, I'm not sure it will be effective next time or how I'm gonna
Mm-hmm.
manage that if it happens again. Or what if
Mm-hmm.
my brain goes blank and how I'm gonna save my brain. Right?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
So a lot of what ifs, it sounds like, or
Mhm.
uncertainty. Mm-hmm. Have you been able to apply this, your breathing, or this understanding that I have controlled the situation before? Has that helped you at all reduce anxiety in other circumstances? Has that awareness that you have maybe talked yourself down from the edge, so to speak, helped you lessen your anxiety at all?
Um, ab- Absolutely, like feeling in control that really helped me. Um,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, with my situation, for sure. Yeah, it's really lessened my anxiety, for sure.
That's good. And do you find that it sounded like that was a public speaking event? Have Has that strategy worked in other ways for you when you went to social events, let's say parties where you didn't know anybody? Is that anxiety at the parties the same anxiety that you feel in public speaking, or are they different?
I think they are the same, because basically, um, I'm afraid like people evaluate me negatively.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I think I'm seeking the validation from others.
Mm-hmm.
I think the same as
So you said people, you feel like you're seeking validation from others, or that when you're in a situation, you have anxiety because of how people are evaluating you? Can you tell me a bit more about that?
um I think it, I don't I think I had thought sometimes people evaluate me negatively. It's not necessarily true, I understand that, but like
Mm-hmm.
that contributes to my anxiety. Like I'm worried about
Okay.
yeah, the situation where they might give me negative evaluation, or they feel
Mm-hmm.
bored, like they feel bored um,
Mm-hmm.
what I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So you're concerned, it sounds like, maybe how people are perceiving you, and you want them to perceive you in a good way, and you want them maybe to enjoy what you're talking about or find it interesting. Would that be a correct description? Or did I miss something?
Sorry, I have to think about it. Um,
That's all right. Take your time.
yeah, maybe. Um, I think I am more worried about the negative part. Um, yeah, like the negative reaction from others when I talk about.
Okay. Hmm.
Um,
What would that feel like for you if they responded negatively to your talk? What would that feel like?
I feel like, oh, I see something wrong again, or I see something boring again. Not interesting.
Mhm.
Um, yeah, so
I find it when you say again, um, has this happened to you before? Or what makes you think that have you felt that you were negatively perceived before? Or what do you mean by again?
that's a very good question. I don't think I had really explicit memory of getting negative evaluation from others. I think my worries all go back to the parenting I have, like how I brought up. So
Mm-hmm.
all the time I was criticized by my parents and especially my father a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, honestly, I, you know what? Like a lot of people complain about racism or discrimination they experience as an
Mm-hmm.
immigrant. I didn't have that experience.
Mm-hmm.
I just, or I didn't get a like really good example for you, like people who gave me negative evaluation.
Mm-hmm.
I think that go back to the way I have been brought up. I think like I
Okay.
always like people would give me negative feedback.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm. That's very interesting. I think there's a lot here that we can unpack regarding anxiety and anxiousness and what that might mean for you. Because I would like to explore what you just said a little bit more next time we meet. I think we're running out a little bit of time right now. And next time, maybe we can look at ideas of maybe the internal critic a little bit and perception. Because I find it interesting that you said, you haven't experienced so much external racism or criticism as an immigrant. However, if I understood you correctly, you said that it sounds like there's a lot of performance was very important to your parents growing up, and maybe how you performed and how that was perceived. And next session we'll look at that a little bit deeper. Would that be all right with you?
yeah.